I'm so glad the coziest concert in cyberspace is on Tuesday nights.
Tuesday at 8 p.m. is like totally the perfect time for the Lullaby Lounge.
It's actually Tuesday at 2 p.m. here in Hawaii.
It's also at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 7 p.m. Central Time. Wait, did I say 8 p.m. Eastern Time? And 10 a.m. Wednesday if you're joining us from Sydney, Australia.
Okay. What were you getting ready for again?
The Lullaby Lounge Season Tuesday!
We totally have to tell the rest of the Lodestars.
Lullaby Lounge, Season Tuesday?
Ooh.
Lullaby Lounge, Season Tuesday.
Lullaby Lounge, Taco Tuesday.
Season.
Who's ready?
Lullaby Lounge, Season Tuesday!
Lullaby Lounge, taco seasonings.
No.
Lullaby Lounge, Season Tuesday!
Lullaby Lounge, Season Tuesday.
Who's ready?
Season Tuesday.
Season Tuesday?
Season Tuesday.
Season Tuesday.
Better get your groove muscles lubricated.
Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Tuesday!
Tuesday.
Lube your grooves, babe. It's almost time. It's begun. The night, it has begun. Kubiando, Lodestars. It is I, your humble trash goblin, Kate Nix. Welcome to the Lullaby Lounge, Season Tuesday, Episode 2, Bardic Inspiration. So. Oh no! I forgot to turn the air conditioning off. There's always something that goes wrong, right? There's always one thing that goes wrong. Can y'all see and hear me? Yes, I believe you can. Good, good. Welcome, Adam. Welcome, Sandra. Welcome, Ash. Welcome, Ellie. Welcome, Beth. Welcome, Ari. Welcome, Philip. Did I say Philip already? I definitely said Adam. And I believe that's Mr. Red. And Jesk. Hello. I'm so glad you're here with me tonight. So, we've got a lovely arrangement of experience for this evening. It has all been put together to inspire you, to invigorate you as you muddle through the just complete and total garbage fire that is everyone's lives right now. I don't think anyone is at this point doing great. We're all doing fine at our absolute best. And listen, sometimes that's all you can ask for. So, with that being said, I'm going to kick it off tonight. Our first song of the evening. Hey! Welcome, Matthew Gregson. Welcome, other Holly. There's so many Hollies. We are frunking trying, Sandra. That is true. Welcome, Phagent Sandra. Welcome, Phagent Holly, Phagent Ellie. I do not believe Phagent Grace is in the chat right now, but she's always in our hearts. There she is. She is in the chat. I just saw her. All the Phagents are here. The whole gang's here. The gang's all here. And we just reached 100 comments through Restream, meaning combined on Facebook and Twitch, we've reached 100 comments. Keep it coming. That helps so much. We've got stuff now, everybody. Welcome to Lullaby Lounge Season Tuesday. We've got stuff. So, a couple weeks ago, I pitched it out to the Lodestars on Patreon that I would be doing a Bardic Inspiration-themed week during this season. And they sent me some lovely requests, of which I will be doing quite a few. One, I snuck in there for the love of my life, but the rest of them were requested by you. So, let's kick it off with a song that I am so happy to be covering, requested by, I believe, Yathena. Pardon me while I burp directly into the mic. Hope that's cool with you. It's a party here. Do you walk in the valley of kings? Do you walk in the shadow of men who sold their soul to a dream? Do you ponder the manner of things? In the dark, the dark, the dark, the dark, I am flesh and I am bone, arise, ding ding like glitter and gold. I've got fire in my soul, rise up, ding ding like glitter. Hey, like glitter and gold. Hey, like glitter. Do you walk in the meadow of spring? Do you talk to the animals? Do you hold their lives from a string? Do you ponder the manner of things? In the dark, the dark, the dark, the dark, I am flesh and I am bone, arise, ding ding like glitter and gold. I've got fire in my soul, rise up, ding ding like glitter. I am flesh and I am bone, I rise, ding ding like glitter and gold. I've got fire in my soul, rise up, ding ding like glitter. Like glitter and gold. Like glitter. 'Cause everybody in the front room's tripping out, don't know what they're asking for. And everybody in the back room's spinning out, let the bottle at the door. 'Cause everybody in the front room's tripping out, don't know what they're asking for. And everybody in the back room's spinning out, let the bottle at the door. I am flesh and I am bone, rise up, ting ting like glitter and gold. I've got fire in my soul, rise up, ting ting like glitter. I am flesh and I am bone, oh rise, ting ting like glitter and gold. I've got fire in my soul, rise up, ting ting like glitter. Hey, 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 like glitter and gold. Hey, 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 like glitter. Hey, 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 like glitter and gold. Hey, 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 like glitter. I don't know if you heard that, but that was my knee cracking. That little percussion hit at the end was my knee cracking. Let's see what y'all are saying. Thank you so much, Grace, for your kind words about the cover of Glitter and Gold. Thank you, everyone, for chilling out. Thank you, Jessica, for being with us. And Princess Sparklefist and Henry. Oh my gosh. And my mother figured out how to use Twitch. Somehow. It's a miracle, everybody. I know. Big wow.
I was going to make some noise,
But you didn't put it on before, so you forgot the... Thank you so much, Kay. I like using my lower range. It makes me feel like, you know, like a creature. And I like feeling like a creature. Like a... That's me, always. So, this occurred So there's some things that are new this season for the Lullaby Lounge. There's lots of different stuff that's happening, but if you are over on Twitch, then you might notice there's a thing called channel points over in the chat. And what channel points are, it's a system of rewarding you for your time spent here on my channel. So for however many minutes you spend on my channel, you get a certain amount of points, and each week those points accrue based on how much of my channel you're watching. What can you do with these points, though? What are they good for, you ask? What's the point? That was incredible. I didn't plan that, but it's clearly what the shtick is going to include next time. So, what's the point? The point is that you can... Thank you, Phagents, for laughing at my joke. I appreciate it. The points can be rewarded for things that I would do. For example, Yathena just commanded that I hydrate myself, which I will. Thank you so much, Yathena. Phagents, could you help Aya down there in the chat? I'm sure you're already on it. But, so you can utilize these points to make certain things happen. For example, I can hydrate, or you can make me talk in a goofy voice, or you can make me act like a silly character, or you can, in this case, demand a dance break.
To say that I am made of stars is insult to the earth. I am metal, blood, and thorn, and I know what I'm worth. I don't need a cavalry to tear your castle down. I will feel no guilt when I have burned it to the ground.
I hope you're happy, Catriarchy. I will not lie and pretend that I'm not winded. Thank you for your vibe appreciation. I crave to bring you immaculate vibes. 'Tis my job as your bard. Thank you, Corolla Galacticus and Grace, for commanding me to drink water and such so that I have time to breathe. Thank you, Holly, for saying you liked the disco balls. I'm very proud of that. I was like, you know what? I'm going to have a disco ball, but if I put it in the center, it would have been over my face. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. 2 disco balls. Full dance break. All right. Nailed it. Nice. I forget who requested this song. I'm sorry. It's not that I forgot about you, because clearly I care about your request. Might have been more than one of you, actually, because this is clearly... Thank you, Sandra, for understanding that 2 disco balls is clearly greater than 1 disco ball. We're a 2 disco ball household, okay? We're a blended family. That's what it means when you're a blended family, right? If your family owns 2 disco balls. That's what I always thought. This song is fast. I need to get a little bit more air. Why don't we play a fine commercial break? Sup, wanna buy this shirt? You can at katenix.com/merch. But this isn't the only shirt you can buy. You can also get this shirt, or this shirt, or this shirt, which is available in over a dozen other classes. But you don't just have to take it from me. Check out all of these beautiful lodestars and some of my other designs. There's also mugs and stickers and tote bags. This one is very soft. This is the softest shirt I own. I might just wear this shirt the rest of the day because it's the softest one.
I wish I had a soft shirt.
You know where you can get one?
No, tell me.
At katenix.com/merch.
Wow.
And it's over.
All right, you probably heard us talking there because I unmuted the mic too soon. But it's fine. Listen. We're trying new stuff here all the time. We're always trying new things. We want to make sure that whatever I'm delivering to your eyeballs, as I said, has immaculate vibes. So sometimes the vibes have to be messy. Honestly, the vibe always has to be messy before it gets to immaculate. Because if you don't just put all the stuff out there, if you don't try to do everything, then you'll never know what it is you're truly meant to do. Yes, screaming at the robot is a mod privilege currently. Somehow I bent this pick from that one song. This one is for my Phagents because honestly, the amount that they have had my back in this past few months. Hey, thank you, Shane, for supporting me on Ko-fi. It's much appreciated. You too can support me on tipafairy.com. If we hit our goal on Ko-fi tonight, there is a secret song at the end that can be unlocked. So make sure you hit up that tip jar via Venmo or, you know, the one that's not Venmo. This one is for my Phagents, the safe team. I am not a doctor, but I'll do my best to heal you. Listen to my voice and know you'll live another day. I might not be next to you, but know that I can feel you, and I know what it's like to live with pain. I'm not gonna lie to you, life is not a dream come true, but it won't be like this every day. No, it won't be like this every day. Tomorrow may be different, but if it's not, you'll survive. If I have to go through all this, then you have to too. I know sometimes it seems the only option's suicide, but you and I both know that isn't true. I'm not gonna sugarcoat, sometimes the only way is hope, so then hope is what we have to do. Thanks, Shin Solidus. I guess hoping we'll just have to do. And when hope's big sister Faith comes knocking at your door, don't pretend you've never met before. You have to remember it's
it's not like this forever. Don't have to make the same mistakes. I'll help you find the better place. You may be in darkness, but I swear a light is coming. Grab it by the neck and fuck it, drag it if you must. If you need me, I'll be here, a singing and a strumming, and I have got your back no matter what. We've got family and friends who can change our stories, and no, it may not ever go away. We know it's not like this every day.
Yes, surprise bonus swears. You can always listen. That's why I've made a very clear. We've put the rating, the catriarchy rating of. A lot of you are telling me to drink water, so I'm gonna do that.
You're allowed one swear in a PG-13 movie. You're allowed one F word.
One whole F word. Well, you know it's gonna be more than that. We probably should have put a higher rating, but listen. PG-13, I feel like that's PG-13 has a different. Cyril Galacticus says hi, Ophidian. Yes, Ophidian is here with me tonight, learning how to work the boards so that I can concentrate more on delivering you those immaculate vibes. Yeah, I agree. PG-13, 10 fucks. So, we have come to the part where I talk. It doesn't have a name yet other than that. So, because tonight is about... Ophidian just giggling to himself over there. I'm trying to make sure my boob doesn't explode because I feel like it's a potential. Though, we have confirmed that there should be more boobs in my content. Please let me know in the comments if you are pro or anti boob content. Taylor, thank you so much for following on Ko-fi. Much appreciated. I'm going to tell my story tonight of when I used to work at the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair. For those of you who didn't know or couldn't guess, I worked at a Renaissance Fair from ages 14 to 17, and 2 of those years were on cast. So I was a part of the character acting troupe that was coached and put together, produced by the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair. I started as a vendor when I was 14, and I worked for a dragon seller. I was one of those people that had the puppet on their shoulder and convinced you to buy this dragon puppet that what the hell are you ever going to use it for? But it was my job to hawk these $90 these $90 dragon puppets that just sat on your shoulder and you controlled with a cable. And my parents, my mother and my stepfather had actually gotten married at the Renaissance Fair, and I had expressed wanting to work there since I was a very young child. I had always wanted to work at the Ren Fair, partially because I think I wanted to just play pretend all day, but there's just something about that place that it was very significant to my development as a creator, as a producer of art. I auditioned for fair twice. The first time I didn't get in because I think partially I was too young. And then after the year where I was a dragon seller for a certain amount of weekends, and the people on the cast had started to sort of recognize me and notice that I was trying to become one of them. I auditioned at 15, so that would have been my freshman year of high school. And I got in. I was the youngest member on cast at that time. I actually, I didn't even get a call back. They just handed me a contract before I walked out the door. I was hired immediately. I learned later it was because I auditioned well, and 2, because of this woman who played Grace O'Malley, the Pirate Queen, for many years there. I don't know if she wants to be connected to Parf these days, but we're just going to call her Grace because she was Grace O'Malley to me before we became friends. So she's sort of always going to be Grace O'Malley to me in my head. So I auditioned to be in the cast, and first of all, I love doing homework, so I made up my own character. A lot of times when you work for Parf, they'll just hand you a character and be like, this is who you are, but there is an option to pitch a character to them, and the character I pitched was Grace O'Malley's cabin girl, Flintlock Fiona. And Flintlock Fiona was an young Irish pirate, a teenage Irish pirate, and she was the cabin girl on Grace O'Malley's... thank you so much for all the subscriptions, Shin. Holy moly. Oh my gosh, you gave out 10 tier 1 subscriptions. Thank you so much. So I pitched this character of Grace O'Malley's cabin girl, and they were like, fine, you can be a cabin girl. That's cool with us. But then it turned out during the season that there was another teenage character that was central to the plot. So I had pitched my character to them, Flintlock, and she was a little rough and tumble cabin girl with an Irish accent, and I got to do whatever I wanted and act like a little brat all the time. Just very determined little pirate girl, lots of anger, very rough and tumble. And I was very hype about being able to be Grace O'Malley's cabin girl, and I got to hang out with Grace all the time being her cabin girl. But there was this part of the plot that was central to the day's plot, which is, whoa, thank you, Veronica, for hitting up the Tip of Fairy Venmo. It is much appreciated, and you also made me realize that I need to turn on Do Not Disturb so that my phone doesn't vibrate the camera. So I was sort of jealous of this other plot character. She was playing Grace's daughter, and as part of the day that happened every day at fair, because it was sort of like Groundhog Day at PA. Every day was the same thing happened over and over again. Morgan got captured in the morning, and then she got free, and then she gets captured at midday, and then it was this whole thing where the pirates were against the privateers, and there was this big kidnapping plot with Morgan, and I clearly wanted to be Morgan O'Malley because I just wanted to be Grace O'Malley's daughter so bad. So I had this sort of feeling for the first half of the season where I'm being weird and competitive with this girl, and this girl is just an actor person, doesn't really care about Ren Fair, and I am just acting my little heart out all the time, doing all my stuff, and then mid-season, yes, Westworld vibes 100%, Holly. I very much felt connected emotionally to Westworld because it reminded me of working at the Renaissance Fair. Hell yeah, Grace. Privateers are just ocean cops. All cops are bastards. The guys who... Oh my gosh. This is a nightmare, my phone right now. That was my medicine alarm. I forgot to turn it off. Technology is fighting us today, clearly. Sometimes it happens. So I've had this, it's a weird season because on one hand, I'm living my dream of working at the Renaissance Fair, and I get to hang out with the pirates all the time and do a bunch of cool pirate stuff. And then halfway through the season, the girl that's playing Morgan quits. And part of the reason why she was hired was because she was 18 years old and legally allowed to do the stunt show. But then they didn't have anyone to fill her place who was overage and could make all the dates. And that's why I stopped going to high school, because I quit high school to become Grace O'Malley's daughter. And I worked there every weekend and all the school days. And it was my job to be captured in the morning and then free myself and then get captured again at midday. And then for the big joust at the end of the day, there was this big stunt show that I had to like run through fire and like go around. I had to basically dodge all the stunts because legally I wasn't technically supposed to be on the structure. I had to dodge all this like stunt stuff and do a little bit of acting during the show at this big joust every day that fair happened. So twice a weekend. I also had to be there in the morning to practice it and such because we had to make sure all the charges and stuff for the special effects were all fine and all this stuff. I basically got a ton of extra acting homework, which I clearly loved. So maybe the second time I do the joust, this is when I really realized that like I had the power to make people feel things. And that Renaissance Fair was different because it was like everyone existed in the same place at the same time. It wasn't like theater where you do something and then people know that you're not you. It was a different space. So I run down the stairs as part of the joust. I have to punch this cop first. Got to punch this cop, break my handcuffs, run down the stairs, dodge around the fire, and then the woman who plays my mother, Grace O'Malley, is across from me on the stage. I have to run to her around other fire, I think. And this probably would have been the second day I did it, so the first weekend that it happened. When I run to Grace, I yell, "Mama!" And Queen Elizabeth cried. I'm crying just thinking about it. I mean, that moment when the woman who played Queen Elizabeth at the time, because she was supposed to be sort of like lording over whatever was happening, she came up to me and she held my face because it made sense in character for her to be generous towards me. But she came up to me and she held my face and she just said, "You called her mama," and she like had tears running down her face. And that moment where I was like, oh shit, it's not just the audience that I can make feel things. It's also the other people who are in this space with me. Changed my life. Also the first time I've had people ask for my autograph because there was a little girl that saw me at the diner after fair ended and she asked me for my autograph. So it was just a lot of experiences all at once that I think solidified what it meant to be a performer and to be a part of theater and what theater could do. Because Kate was in it with me, right? She could manage her feelings the way the rest of us could to make whatever happened. And it was just different. It solidified that I could make people feel things for real. So yeah, that's my story about playing the daughter of a pirate queen instead of going to high school. But yeah. Thanks for listening to my story. Who wants to listen to some more music? Honestly, though, it's good that I teared up because my contacts are so dry. By the way, Phagents, my mom is not being a jerk. She's trying to say an inside joke to me, but I'm ignoring her, and it's making her frustrated. The people at work, when I was a pirate princess who got kidnapped on the reg, there were always photos of me looking miserable because I was, kidnapped by cops, essentially, for the scene that we were doing. And the people at her work would always ask by the photos of me why I wasn't smiling. And it's like, I'm fucking kidnapped. I'm not going to smile when I'm kidnapped. I didn't realize it now, but it's totally misogyny. Like, I couldn't possibly be doing something that was more important. Like, I was in a pirate costume with handcuffs. Why would I be smiling? I'm acting, you fuckwads. Like, that's the... So, before we go to mid-roll, we have one more song for you. By we, I mean I. And I will remind you, if you... fucking... God damn it, Dave. All right, then. Okay, so... So one of the things that you can do when you pay out your channel points is that I have to do certain accents, and one of them is an Irish accent. And when I was working at the Renaissance Fair as a young little lass, as a wee lass, I would get into accent by saying, "Yoity-doity-doity-doity-doity, I'm Irish potato." It doesn't work anymore. But that is what I would do to get into my goofy Renaissance Fair Irish accent. We also used to do these accents at the mall. My friends and I who worked at Fair, we would pretend we were an Irish like pop band. We went to Hot Topic in matching t-shirts. It was a whole thing with the Irish and English accents from Fair, making people think we were from other countries. It was a lot. I did a lot of weird stuff like that. I didn't get into a lot of trouble, but oh my goodness! But this next song was not requested, but it is for the love of my life, because he is so good and he's going on such a big journey and such a big adventure. I want to give him all the Bardic inspiration that I can. So, this song is for my husband. I'm going to drink a little something first, though. They've got a power and a force that you've never seen before. They've got the ability to morph and to even up the score. No one can ever take them down. The power lies on their side. Go, go, Power Rangers! Go, go, Power Rangers! Go, go, Power Rangers! You mighty morphin' Power Rangers! They know the fate of the world is lying in their hands. They know to only use their weapons for defense. No one can ever take them down. The power lies on their side. believe it is time for us to go to commercial. But before I go, I have to say a little thing. So, this Friday, July 3rd, is Bandcamp Friday. And what Bandcamp Friday is a day where Bandcamp forgoes their revenue share. So normally Bandcamp takes 15% of whatever my album's discography, whatever, costs. But on July 3rd, they give 100%, they're going to give 100% of the revenue to artists. This happened last month and the month before as part of relief for the COVID-19 situation, given that live music is not really happening and artists are trying to make up for, not being able to perform. So you can, if you wait until Friday to purchase my stuff on Bandcamp, 100% of the proceeds will go to me and to Ophidian and to Winslow, our cat, obviously. But yes, we get 100% of the profits of my music on July 3rd, midnight Pacific to midnight Pacific. So like the day of July 3rd, but Pacific time. So with that being said, see you after the break.
The other day I'm visiting with my girlfriend Jan. She turns to me and she says, I miss the days when we could squeeze independent music straight from the artist. I turn to her and I say, I understand completely. But Jan, I've got the next best thing. Bandcamp. She looks up at me and she says Bandcamp, and I turn back to her and I say Bandcamp. Fair trade, free range, organic, artisanal MP3s straight from the artist. Well, Jan was so shocked, she simply couldn't handle it. She fainted, and when she finally came to, she looks up and says, there's gotta be a catch. I look down at her and I say, Jan, there is no catch. Artists get 85% of the profit, and they can set their own prices. Well, Jan, she skedaddled right on over to katenix.bandcamp.com and got her favorite artist Kate Nix's discography for less than $10. Well, that's just one of the many reasons that you should be like Jan and choose Bandcamp.
Thank you for calling the Tip of Fairy Telethon, where your donations lead to our creations. How much can I put you down for? That's very generous of you, ma'am. How will you be contributing today? Nope, no problem at all. Venmo works perfectly fine. You can send your contribution using the Venmo app by clicking Pay or Request and typing TIPAFAERIE into the search bar. Yes, at Tip of Fairy. That's us, ma'am. Well, thank you ever so. We hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Kubiando, Professor Nix again. I know you are having such a good time tonight, and that means you might have forgotten to share the stream. But don't you worry, I am here popping in to remind you how important it is that you show your support of Lullaby Lounge by sharing our show with your friends and family.
Hello, and welcome to Makeup for Trash Goblin. I am Trash Goblin Kate Nix, and today I'll show you how I make my regular human face into this beautiful 1959 early 60s pinup clown. Before we get started, it is important for you to know that I am a fraud and I know nothing. So if you think, oh, is this a good idea for me to do this thing that seems dangerous that the Trash Goblin is doing, the answer is no. Do not do it. Let's continue.
Trash Goblin is many things. That is why it is Trash Goblin, because I am Goblin. But also in trash there are many beautiful things. Like some people may think this trash, but I do not. I think it is fun. So let's become the clown part of the trash. Clown trash. Honestly, that's gross. I feel like, why become clown? Why become clown, Trash Goblin? I'm afraid you may never understand. Fire. Excuse me, I just gave you snack. He's gonna clock the whole time. Oh my god.
He knows when to play with our camera roll.
He's too smart. He's too much of an adult. He does too many crimes.
You try to raise your son. You try to make him a good kid. I'm going to fill all the holes on my face. so that I am smooth before I put my foundation on, which is a container of Ben Nye Clown White I've had for over 10 years. This is a bad idea. I mean, I have so much left. I'm not gonna get rid of it, and it hasn't hurt me yet, so I'm sure that's fine. As I have likely stated at the beginning of this video, I am a lawless goblin who understands not human law. So I'll do things like put a container of grease paint full of cat hair and old food on my face, and obviously that's not a good plan. Basically, this tutorial is for other weirdos like me who don't really care about their health and safety but will do anything to look dope.
So, want to buy this shirt? You can at katenix.com/merch. But this isn't the only shirt you can buy. You can also get this shirt, or this shirt, or this shirt, which is available in over a dozen other classes. But you don't just have to take it from me. Check out all these beautiful lodestars and some of my other designs. There's also mugs and stickers and tote bags. This one is very soft. This is the softest shirt I own. I might just wear this shirt the rest of the day because it's the softest one.
I wish I had a soft shirt.
You know where you can get one?
No, tell me.
At katenix.com/merch.
Wow. Eyebrow sculpting for clown is very important. You have to make everything super clear and easy to understand. I don't want there to be any questioning how your clown feels. So I got this stuff at Halloween. It's like black grease paint. I'm gonna use that to do some of my details. Yes, she's a glamour. She's the Grace. She's a queen. I want to do something summery, something pin-up, something fresh, late 50s, early 60s. Maybe thinking probably a lime green on the eye, yellow or lime green. Not my normal pollen, but something a little bit more graphic, less natural. Highlight on there, make that area really pop underneath the eyebrow. I need some more green. This is a mess. I need green.
If you have an Amazon Prime account and want to support the Lullaby Lounge, you can connect your Amazon Prime to Twitch to get Twitch Prime, which grants you a free subscription. So you can subscribe to this channel at no cost to you, but it still earns the stream $1 or $2. Each month you must choose us, for such is the way. So pick up the pace, child, and subscribe today!
Thank you for calling the Tip of Fairy Telethon, where your donations lead to our creations. How much can I put you down for today? I am so sorry, Your Grace. We are no longer accepting human sacrifices. Yeah, I know. But you can contribute to the Lullaby Lounge using human money on tipoffairy.com. No, you don't need to sign up for anything. You just need a credit or debit card, Your Grace. You know, the little magnetic squares that humans use to pay for things? No, that's a condom, Your Grace. All right, okay. Cubiando. We'll talk again soon. Yikes. Nope, yep. Nothing. I said nothing, Your Grace. Thank you. Thank you so much. Cubiando.
Professor Nix again here. I don't mean to nag, but I noticed that you haven't shared our stream tonight yet. Could you maybe, take care of that for me? I can't just come back here reminding me to do stuff all the time. I have a ton of science to do. Yeah.
These boys on the bottom, they need dots. Oh no, those are very different. Oh, guess you're gonna make them into hearts. Those are very different hearts. We have a problem. Okay, they're not perfect, but they're both clearly hearts. Hopefully. Alright, hopefully these are tacky enough to stay on. Aha!
Oh, you're looking great. I like the green.
Thanks. I figure it'll be like the cherry leaves, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, are the hearts on the bottom, are they mashed enough?
I wouldn't have noticed it if you didn't point it out.
Alright, I just have to do my hair now and then I'm done. Well, this is Clown. I'm going to fight with my hair off screen and then come back and be like, wow, look how nice you look. Ooh, good job. So yes, I will see you when I am fully done. This is the finished look. I am in love with it. I love her. I need to figure out what her voice sounds like. I tried to do the intro just now and it was sort of turned into an English accent, but she's definitely not English. She's clearly all American, cherry pie glam clown. I hope you enjoyed watching my creative process of turning a face that did not look like this into a face that now looks like this. You'll probably be seeing this during the break of the Lullaby Lounge, so future me will be singing soon, but if you're just watching this on YouTube, hit all the buttons. You know how to do it. You're from the internet like me. You'll figure it out. I believe in you. Bye!
Thank you for calling the Tip of Fairy Telethon, where your donations lead to our creations. How much can I put you down for? $69. Nice.
Oh my god, y'all. Fortunately, you did not hear that because it was not in a southern accent. So technically, I did come back from the break to a southern accent. So this is what it is. Who requested this? Sayrul Galacticus? Galactus? Whoever you are, this is what it is, y'all. Like, this is what it is. I have used the southern accent for very few things. I was in a production of Dearly Departed when I was in a senior year in high school. So it is time for me to... Hello, people who just came in through a raid. Thank you, Dan Law. Much appreciate. Or should I say, appreciate. I'm about to play a song about warriors. Not the warriors or like warriors. Well, kind of like warriors. It's basically big old folk song full of metaphors about, you know, like fighting and stuff, because I was in an abusive relationship for some time. And I wrote a lot of weird songs about what it meant to be with someone and what it meant to trust someone. There's a lot of fucked up mythology that goes all through it. So have fun with that. But I rewrote the end vocals and I think I sound like a little gay 90s star. So that'll be fun. Let's do this. Got distracted by my own thighs sticking together. We forgot the AC again. Well, at least I remembered it before I started singing. Yeah. Tell me I don't have to worry as you pack up your holsters and go into a fray you found in fury. But continue through, you need to know
blurring lines as you cross them leads to misleading mistakes. Don't live your life like you lost him, regret none of the choices you make. A warrior of love, stick to your guns. There will be a time when your fight no longer what's wounding you is really making you stronger. Warrior of love, you're a warrior of love, stick to your guns. There will be a time when your fight no longer what's wounding you is really making you stronger. Warrior of love, and the scars you have from battle stain your eyes and slur your speech. Tears that you have shed your shackles, so you could have him in your reach. You find the symptoms as you stop there, your path is delicate and true. Don't live your life like you lost him, 'cause he is who is losing you. You're a warrior of love, stick to your guns. There will be a time when you fight no longer what's wounding you is really making you stronger. Warrior of love, you're a warrior of love, stick to your guns. There will be a time when you fight no longer what's wounding you is really making you stronger. Warrior of love, you're a warrior of love, you're a warrior of love. Your company is strong, you're a soldier in song. You are in the right, but there is no wrong. But you one can be real, don't feel what you feel. You're fighting for a good cause. You're a warrior of love, stick to your guns. There will be a time when you fight no longer what's wounding you is really making you stronger. Warrior of love, you're a warrior of love, stick to your guns. There will be a time when you fight no longer what's wounding you is really making you stronger. Warrior of love, you're a warrior of love, warrior of love.
Thanks, I think 21-year-old me for writing that song. Maybe. Oh no.
What?
I don't have my tea. That's disappointing. Thank you, Sandra. Appreciate very much. Thank you everyone for hanging out tonight. It's much appreciated. I'm so glad that you came here to the Lullaby Lounge. If you would like to help keep it going, you can head over to my Patreon and be one of the lucky people that gets to request songs. That song was a request as well, I believe from Sandra, maybe Holly? I can't remember who requested it, but someone did, and it's because they were on Patreon, and they hung out in the Discord with us, with me and Ophidian. We talk about sewing stuff, and... What?
Hydrate and Trash Goblin.
Oh, crud. You literally just save your point up all stream. You wait until now. You're like, you know what I do? That's what you do. So, what do I say? Oh yeah, go to Patreon. It's nice. It's nice over there. Not trash for sure. I would know being trash goblin. But here is the thing. If you give us small, this is the thing. I'm. It's not there yet, but it's going to be. This is a scoop. You're getting the scoop. It's breaking news from me, trash goblin, to you, the lodestars of the Caterarchy. So, pretty soon. Which way is it? Is it over there? Where are you? It's not that way, it's this way. Over here, you see this little thing? This little graphic spot where you can, there are advertisements, you see that? Pretty soon, on Patreon for $10 a month, you can have whatever you want in the thing. You get to have an ad in the ad roll if you want it. On Patreon. It's not there yet, but it's going to happen. I'm thinking about it, perhaps. If you are into that kind of thing, if maybe you run small business or you just want to say something to the people, perhaps a message of some sort. So, it's think about it, something to think about. And you can always head over to Patreon anyway and just, chillax with us in the Discord, see behind the scenes things of this show and other shows. How it do. And I saw someone ask, where did Trash Goblin be from? And the answer is that Trash Goblin is from the trash. So Trash Goblin's accents sound like what all of the accents put together in one trash. You mash it all up. It's Trash Goblin. That's what Trash Goblin from. I need this. Oh, this is the weird cover. This is the weird cover for sure. Oh, hello. Our sewing student is in the chat. Just followed us on Twitch. Thank you, student. Where I go? Oh, here. I'm going here. This one is for someone who is not here right now, but he will be here on Thursday for the replay. Every Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern time. I do, I do the thing. Oh, crap. I also forgot. You hit the goal on Ko-fi, so you get an extra song. You smashed past the goal. You smashed right past it. So, Ophidian suggests I have stretch goal perhaps in the future, where like if you hit 150% of it, it'd be something else. But it's not tonight. We're just gonna have the extra song like we said before. Considering though, it's the thing we're thinking. Putting it in there. So. This song is... It's Henry, you asked, so I did it. I don't think it's... We'll see. Someone take these dreams away. They point me to another day. A dual personality, a strange but true reality. They keep calling me. They keep calling me. They keep calling me. From the past and all, and mocking voices ring above. Imperialistic house of prayer, conquistadors who took their share. They keep calling me. They keep calling me. They keep calling me. was a song for Henry Higgins, I believe, who requested Dead Souls by Nine Inch Nails from the Crow soundtrack. So.
Did you hydrate twice?
Oh, I need to do the hydration. Oh no, is this cold enough? Yeah, I think so.
There's some chat up there.
See, I'm obeying your commands.
More nose. You get it. You're on a shark.
All right. This song is for Fagent Sandra. It's about our girl, America's girl. Girl you can count on. When I'm feeling down, like there's no way up from here, can't pick myself up off the ground, I am paralyzed by fear. Whether it's just in my head, or maybe it's something else. When it's starting to get bad, this is what I ask myself. What would Peggy Carter do? She'd happily fight anyone who'd gotten in her way. What would Peggy Carter do? She wouldn't listen to what all the haters have to say. She would catch all of the bad guys and she'd do it looking great. Peggy Carter is my hero and she's why I'm here today. When the patriarchy's thriving and the internet is mean, if my depression's trying to kill me, I can't bring myself to eat. Or some prick who doesn't know me tries to ask me for my name, I just say, my name is Fagent, and I go on with my day. Oh, what would Peggy Carter do? She'd happily fight anyone who'd gotten in her way. What would Peggy Carter do? She wouldn't listen to what all the haters have to say. She would catch all of the bad guys and she'd do it looking great. Peggy Carter is my hero and is why I'm here today. Whether your boss thinks women are all weak, or your manager won't even let you speak, just think of Margaret Carter kicking ass in heels and garters, and remember being feminine doesn't make you any less than any other person on the streets. One, two, 3, 4. What would Peggy Carter do? She'd happily fight anyone who'd gotten in her way. What would Peggy Carter do? She wouldn't listen to what all the haters had to say. She would catch all of the bad guys and she'd do it looking great. Peggy Carter is my hero and she's why I'm here today. Thanks, y'all. Sending you those immaculate vibes. You know me. Gotta give you those immaculate vibes. Kicking you that Peggy Carter energy. Frickin' Sandra replied to a tweet of mine with an Agent Carter gif, and I just forgot. I didn't remember how beautiful Hayley Williams looked as Agent Carter, and it just like, it realigned my chakras. My skin was clear. Like, it completely, just seeing that little clip of her being Agent Carter, it just completely centered me. Agent Carter is the ultimate bisexual question of like, do I want to be her or do I want to be on her? What is the situation? It's true. You're like, do I want to be you? Or that's why the storyline with the hot blonde Russian agent that was kind of gay was so good. You're just like, oh, yes. Women loving women in the 1940s. Please. One more song because you did it. You did the thing. You did the tip. You did tip. You went, haha, tip.
You did the haha, unlocked it.
Yeah, you unlocked it. That's you. You did that. Nice. You unlocked it, so.
Somebody is making you do an Irish accent.
Alright then. Yitty-tie, I'm Irish potato. I apologize to every single Irish person, because if Stephen ever watches this and they see this terrible accent, I know I'm gonna hear about it. I'm sorry if you're watching this. It is what it is, you know. I haven't done it in such a long time. When's the last time I used my Irish accent for something? When I was 15 being a pirate in Mannheim. For those of you that are confused who might have tuned in late, over on Twitch, if you watch the channel for a certain amount of time, you can get points and then redeem those points using and make me do stuff. Sometimes it's nice stuff like hydrating, and sometimes it's trickery and mischief, like making maybe a trash goblin, or making me do an Irish accent, or having a dance break. Thank you for spending time with us, Henry. It's good to see you in the chat. This is not the song I need. This is the song I need. This is a song I wrote in 2009, maybe? I recently posted it on Patreon. The original recording of it. A fairy's heart beats fierce and free. No mortal man can one contain. If thou givest thy love to me, with thee I shall always remain. Compare thee no one's lips to mine. Let thy thoughts not go astray. Drink thy fill of fairies' wine, and with thee I'll always stay. Not a toy, danger to a lad is she. If thou givest thyself, boy, I shall give myself to thee. Compare mine eyes to no one's eyes. Thine heart shall beat only with mine. Let there be no plan devised to unchain my Together we'll forever be. An elf-struck man a fool does make, will not make it all for thee. You shall be unmade for me. You shall be unmade for me. You shall be unmade for me. So, with that song, it is time for the end of our show. That last song was called, it's not really called anything right now, actually. In my set list, I wrote it as Compare Thee. On the Patreon, it might be a fairy's love song or unnamed fairy song. I didn't post it that far back, so if you check the Kate Writes Music hashtag on Patreon, you should be able to find it very quickly. So it doesn't have a name, but I wrote it over a decade ago partially because I was very sad and partially because I needed more fairy music to play when I worked as a fairy at Renaissance fairs in Michigan later in my life. So, I know you see it too, Ophidian.
Yes.
It's time.
To say that I am made of stars is insult to the earth. I am metal, blood, and thorn, and I know what I'm worth. I don't need a cavalry to tear your castle down. I will feel no guilt when I have burnt it to the ground. Now bow down, bow down, bow down before your queen. Get on your knees, kneel and worship me. You can't reap what I have sown. I have come for what I'm owed. I won't be bought, I can't be owned. Bow down before your queen. I am not my father's son. I will pay for what I've done. I slayed the moon, I'll rise, fair sun. Now get down on your knees and bow down.
Or close.
I mean,
Wax back.
thanks everyone for hanging out. If you want that song, you can get it at katenix.com/music. I don't think I have a pop-up for that one yet. But that song is called Take a Knee, and it is on Demolition. And it's like a weird castle pop song. Oh my gosh, we hit 1,000 messages on Reinstream. That has never happened before.
Whoa.
We have never hit 1,000 comments ever. So thank you everyone for sharing the stream, for hanging out, for making some noise. It is much appreciated. If you enjoyed the show, let us know on social media. You can follow me at I am Kate Nix. And yeah, I can't wait to see you next week for episode 3, Songs to Cry To. Good night.
but we can't guarantee it's worth it. You don't know if you don't try before we say goodbye. Goodbye. There is one more little thing to help us out if you don't mind. To show us you really care, give this video a share. I know we are sad to watch you go. We'll see you in the comments down below.
I like singing with you, Kate.
I like singing with you too, Moxie.